G'day interwebs, I'm Bman and this is Super Mario Maker 2. It's part 8 of the playthrough. Remember to hit subscribe and there is a playlist on my channel and in the cards if you want to catch up on the previous parts of the playthrough. So we are going to do Yamamura's Dojo, which is the tutorial facility in the game. Just turn my TV down or it will echo. Oh, that castle is much better than my castle that I made in my course. I'd like to play through this, but it's a tutorial video, so I should just do the tutorial really. Yep, let's do the tutorial. So I guess we're going to make, and then Yamamura's Dojo. So Yamamura is a pigeon, and he is the master of making Mario courses. Maker lessons. Lesson 11, coins. Yamamura, the pigeon, says ku, which in English means, in this lesson we'll discuss coins. Players are naturally drawn toward coins. He says ku, which means when creating your course, don't hesitate to exploit the insatiable greed inherent in all human beings. Nina says, what? Yamamura says, I can't really blame you. Without coins, I couldn't purchase my delicious edamame? Don't know what that is. Let's just go ahead and place some coins. I place them strategically to lure Mario toward places I want him to jump to. That's interesting. See, this is a beginner course and I'm learning because I've been putting the coins above the platforms. He's got them following the arc that Mario would take when he jumps. Nina, play this area and just do what comes naturally. So Nina's the playtester. Where am I? I remember seeing those shiny, beautiful coins, and next thing I knew, I got Mario to the end. Yamamura replies, why do you think that is? Because your Mario skills are second to none? No, I just like shiny stuff. Yamamura says, humans. Now I'll introduce another way to place coins. First, I'll put a cache of coins to lure the player where I want them to go. This will cause I wasn't done explaining. Nina says, huh? Where am I? I saw all of those coins and just kinda blacked out. Why did you put all of those beautiful coins there? Yamamura says, when you see this many coins lying around, you immediately want to pick them up, don't you? I placed these coins here to give the player a sense of satisfaction. Nina says, wow, coins are more powerful than I thought. Yamamura says, coins are powerful indeed, but you must use that power responsibly. If you place too many coins in your course, they'll lose their power. You know, inflation and all that. You should make the player work to get coins. Humans want that which they cannot have, after all. Okay, so what we learned is that you can guide the player using coins. That humans will do anything to get coins, and that pigeons are inherently a superior species that controls humans through placement of coins. Lesson 12, Tracks. Yamamura says, when you want parts to move around your course, you use tracks. Nina says, ooh, I love tracks. They're used to move stuff. Yamamura says, I just said that. Let's begin by placing some tracks. You can extend a track by sliding in the direction that you want it to go. Nina says, but you can't cross two tracks over each other, so don't get any big ideas. Mr. Y, what kind of parts can be placed on tracks? Yamamura says, I'd say most parts can be put on tracks, though there are some terrain and gizmo parts that can't. Let's see here. As you can see, I just put a lift on the track. Wait, so I can put almost anything on a track? So many possibilities! Yamamura says, yes, tracks open up all kinds of gameplay options, like making vehicles to transport players. Let's see it in action. Right, this is cool because the tracks, this is something I wasn't aware of. Can you make them invisible? Ooh, I bet that would be more fun if you had to avoid enemies while you were grabbing the coins. Yamamura says, perhaps. It all depends on how you want to make the player feel. Here I added a grinder and created an area full of coins. Give it a go, Nina. Nina says, on it. Yamamura says, combining tracks with hazards such as grinders can force the player to react in interesting ways. Nina says, seriously, even if you dodge the grinders, it doubles back after it reaches the end of the track. Yamamura says, on that note, if you erase the end of a track, the grinder will fall off when it reaches the end. I'll show you what I mean. You're up, Nina. Nina, you're gonna die. Oh. Why would you do that? Exclaimed Nina. Phew, I somehow managed to dodge both of the grinders, but they almost sliced me to bits. Yamamura says, and there you have it. There are many ways to use tracks to liven up your courses. Nina says, the more creative you are with tracks, the more you'll be able to terrorize players. Okay, lesson 13, themes. Yamamura says, as you place parts in your course, there are many things you'll want to keep in mind. But before we get into that, we're going to have Nina play this course. Nina says, okay.
Oh no!
That was a bit busy. Why do you hate me? Said Nina. Says Nina. Nina says. Yamamura says, for demonstration purposes. As you can see, this area is just packed full of enemies with no rhyme or reason. It's obvious that the maker of this course didn't have a clear vision. They mistook difficulty for challenge. I know what you mean. Sometimes when I'm making a level, I just want to stuff in every idea that pops into my head. Yamamura says, putting too many ideas in your course is an easy mistake to make. Chaos can be fun, but only if there's purpose behind it. Nina says, yeah, whichever bird made this level messed up bad. Yamamura says, yes, the course certainly seems to lack a theme. If you want to challenge the player, try to pinpoint a specific skill you want them to demonstrate and use only parts that fit that theme. Nina says, that's an interesting way of thinking about it. Yamamura says, let's look at another example. He might want to challenge the player's Goomba stomping skill. Yamamura says, I used a Goomba theme for this course. You can make an entire course based on a single enemy if you want. Nina says, try to limit yourself to a few parts and find creative ways to use them. Thought I was going to watch her play it. But that would be interesting. Some of the Goombas seem to be in positions that would have made them very difficult to stomp. Okay, lesson 14 on difficulty. Yamamura says, ku, which means, since the dawn of time, philosophers, game designers, and seat cushion engineers alike have asked the question, how hard is too hard? Everyone has their own opinion, but this area here feels fairly difficult to me. Nina says, that is a lot of enemies. Yamamura says, if we wanted to make this area easier, we could reduce the number of enemies. In the box numbered 1, I reduced the number of Goombas. In the box number 2, I changed the Spinies into Goombas, which can be squashed from above. Then, in the box numbered 3, I increased the space between the Goombas. Changing the number and layout of enemies made this area easier. Nina says, but don't make it too easy, I like a good challenge. Yamamura replies, I'll now introduce another way to change the difficulty of a course. Nina, if you would.
Oh no!
Nina says, "Oh, come on. This controller is busted. I totally jumped off of that block." Yamamura says, "Yes, I'm sure it's the controller's fault. Let's just make this area easier. For the controller." Yamamura says, "You're up, Nina." As you can see, Nina was able to make the jump that time. Nina says, "Nailed it. First try." Yamamura says, "Adjusting the size or width of platforms can also change the difficulty. Keep that in mind." Okay, last beginner lesson. Asking for feedback. Number 15. Yamamura says, "Cuckoo," which means, "Nina, would you mind playing through this course I'm working on?" Nina says, "Anything for you, Yamamura." "So close," says Yamamura. "It's Yamamura."
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Yamamura says, "So what did you think of the course?" Nina says, "Let's see, the part where I had to jump across all those tiny platforms was pretty tough." Yamamura says, "You mean this part?" Nina says, "Yeah, if I wasn't a world-class Mario player, I probably wouldn't have made it." Yeah, I don't know if I'd make that. "Right, world-class," says Yamamura, sarcastically. "I put these platforms close together so players could use small jumps to hop across them." Nina says, "Oh, one more thing. There was a part in the second half where you break the blocks to advance." Yamamura says, "Hold on, I'll move to that spot." Nina says, "If I didn't get the super mushroom and jumped up the..." That sentence is grammatically incorrect. I'm going to fix it. "If I didn't get the super mushroom and jump up the semi-solid platform on the right while I was still small Mario, I would have gotten stuck forever." Yamamura says, "Good catch. I'll need to fix that." See, that's why you get someone to playtest for you, so that you can look at it through fresh eyes and see the places where Mario would get stuck if the player did the wrong thing. Yamamura says, "This is precisely why it's good to have other people play your course and give you feedback." Feedback from other players always makes your course better. Nina says, "Yeah, other players will never fail to notice things you didn't see yourself. Everyone has blind spots." Yamamura says, "When you think you're done with a course, ask your family or friends to play it and tell you what they think. And be sure to thank them for it," says Nina. "Isn't that right, Tibasaki?" Yamamura says, "Tiba, oh come on." Alright, that's all the beginner lessons. I'm officially a licensed beginner at Super Mario Maker. Let's look at the intermediate lessons. Water level. Atmosphere. There are some weird filters in some of the story mode levels I've played, like some weird visual filters, sort of nightmarish. I'm curious as to how you use those. I want to hear Yamamura's opinions on using walls to control players. It starts to sound a bit like Jigsaw in some of those tutorials, talking about directing humans with coins. Poor Nina fell straight into his manipulation. Creating satisfying experiences and how to be a better maker. I look forward to those courses, lessons. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm aware that people are watching these tutorial videos, so I hope to push them out as quickly as I can. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to like, comment and share. All my socials are down in the didgeridoo in the bottom of the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out, interwebs.